Welcome back everyone to another video in GTA Online, where today I'm going to be giving you a tour of my full car collection in 2025 or 2024. I was supposed to make this video at the end of 2024, but if you've been watching GTA on this channel, I haven't played it for about 4 months, and the last time I played it was on my other account, which is what you've seen so far on this channel. But this is my main account, which I want to start bringing in, and this has all the good stuff on. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and start the video and leave it from there. Right, so first of all, I think we're going to leave the best till last, which is the one up in Vinewood Hills, the Eclipse Boulevard garage. So that's going to be the last garage we do a tour of. So why don't we start things off with up at our house in Vinewood Hills. So let's go ahead and set a route and head on over there first of all. Right, here we are at the first garage or house, I should say. So let's go ahead and enter this garage, and then we will see what we've got in there. Right, so here we are, and yep, here is all of our trucks basically. So there is this one. I'm not too sure if I took this off the street or not, so we're not going to count this just in case. But anyway, yeah, here are the main trucks. So here we have the Vapid Kakeva, I want to say. That's how it's pronounced, but I'm not too sure. But anyway, so we have that one. Here we have the Benefactor Dubster 6x6, which is very nice, to be honest. I'm a very big fan of it. Then we have the Vapid Sandking XL, which is definitely up there as well on the ones I really do like. I'm pretty sure we used this in the last video I uploaded in GTA on my other account though, but yeah, that's that car. And then here we have the Vapid Guardian, which I'm not too sure why I bought this. We just own it, and yeah, it's been there for quite a while. But here is the garage, the first garage here. So let's go ahead and do a cinematic shot of the cars in here, and then we can go ahead and get on to the next location. Right, so I think what we should do is take one of our cars to each location and then swap every time we finish the tour in that garage. So I think, which one should we take? I think we'll go with the Valid Sand King, why not? So if we could jump into it, that would be brilliant. So right then, let's go ahead and head on over to the next location, which I think, what should we do? I think we will head on over to the nightclub next. I have no clue if I've even got a car stored in there or not, but I guess we will find out once we get there. So let's go ahead and head on over there real quick. Right, here we are at the nightclub now, so let's just go ahead and leave our car there real quick and go ahead and enter into the garage. Now, I'm not too sure if there's anything good in there. I think there might be one car, but we will still check it out. And is this a garage? I'm not too sure. Wait, hang on. I think we might be in the wrong bit. But yeah, I have no clue. But we do have a van, but we don't own it, I don't think. So, do we have anything here? No. Okay, this bit was completely pointless then. Anyway, let's go ahead and head on over to the next location, which I think we are going to go over to the agency next. So, let's go ahead and set a route there and head on over there, where I know we actually do have some cars in there. Right, here we are now pulling up to the agency, and I have missed the entrance there. So let's go ahead and jump out of the Sand King, as we will be exiting in a different vehicle. So let's go ahead and enter the agency like so. And here is the top floor. Now, I'm not too sure if we own this or not, because it did come with the agency when you do purchase it. So I'll let you know in the I'll let you decide in the comments below if you'd class that car as owned or not. But yeah, let's go ahead and go down the floor where there should actually be some cars, which there are. So here we have a benefactor shafter, which there's quite a few, but they are different, all of the ones that we do own throughout our different garages. But that one's definitely one of my favourites, especially as I have modified this one quite a bit. And here we have the Albania Frankenstein, I want to say, no clue how to pronounce it, but this one I won in the casino quite a while back when it was in there, which I was super stoked to start until I just realised I'm never probably going to use this much, even though it does look cool. Here we have the Imponte Duke of Death, which is very nice. I mean, I use it occasionally, I guess, but not too much. Here we've got the Declasse Stallion. No clue if I took this off the street or not, I cannot remember. But here we do have another casino-owned vehicle, which is the Dinka Sugoi, I want to say. But yeah, not really used it too much, I don't really think. But yeah, it's still a pretty cool vehicle to have. Here we've got the Carnin Frevion, which I don't remember using at all. Definitely don't drive it either. But still cool to have, like all of our other cars, like the Dinka Ballista Compact, which is, again, another car I don't drive, but we own it. It's decently cool, but not one of my favourites. So, let's go ahead, head on down another floor where we have a bike. How interesting that. No clue what it's called. Oh, I think it's Franklin's, but yeah. That is the agency all done. So let's go ahead and start the cinematics of what we've got up here and then head on over to the next location. So, what car shall we take? I'm thinking we actually take the Albany Frankenstein. So, let's go ahead and jump into that then, and then exit our garage like so. And next up, I think where we are going to be going is the auto shop, which is where things start to get a little bit interesting. So, let's go ahead and head on over there, and that wasn't a bad takeoff, not gonna lie. Here we are at the auto shop now, and this time we didn't overrun the entrance. So let's go ahead and enter it and then see what we've got. So here we are, and this one is more of our tuner modified sort of garage. So we've got some pretty cool cars in here. A lot of them are drift cars, and we do have some other modified cars as well. So yeah, this is a pretty cool one. So starting off here, we've got the Anus ZR350, which is a very cool drift car, not gonna lie. Definitely a big fan of it. Next up, we have the Declasse Drift Tamper, which is cool, but I don't really use it too much. There's not that much modifications that you can do, I believe, so I don't really use it too much. Here we don't actually have a drift car, but it's basically the Fast and Furious Nissan GTR, Nissan Skyliner. Where did I get that from? Definitely very cool. I have used this quite a bit, but probably not going to use it as much as we do end up getting more cars. But it is a very cool car though, not going to lie. Here we have my favourite drift car, which is the Anus Remus, which is very cool. There's a lot of modifications you can do to this, and overall one of my favourite drift cars that I do use, and best handling, I want to say, if handling's even in GTA, I should say. Here we have another drift car, the Fathom FR36. Pretty cool. I don't use it too much though, but it is a very cool, colourful livery that it does have on it, which I'm a pretty big fan of, not gonna lie, but once again, I don't really use it too much. Here we have another ANS LG Retro Custom, just not done up to the Fast and Furious style. This one's just blue with a livery on. Or is it like midnight purple? I can't really tell. But anyway, yeah, just another one of those. Don't really use it too much. Here we have the Dinka Jessica RR, which I think's a drift car. But at the same time, I don't think it is. I generally can't remember too much about this one. But I definitely don't drive it whatsoever as much. But it is a pretty nice looking car though, not gonna lie. Here we have the Karin Sultan Classic, which, as you can see, I've basically tried to do a replica of the Baby Driver opening scene car, Subaru WRX. But yeah, another cool one. Don't drive it too much though, but it is a very nice car though. Here we have a Karin Sultan RS. This is more of my modified race car in a way, even though it's not exactly a race car. But yeah, interesting livery. Yeah, I'm just let you decide. But anyway, definitely cool. I do drive this quite a bit. Definitely a cool modified car that I do own. Definitely do like it a lot, and overall, it's a very nice car. And then here, this is just the Bravado Spunk Buffalo. Don't remember why I even bought this, but I just did. But I don't drive it though either. I'm not too sure why it's in this garage as well, considering it's not really modified. But yeah, here is my modified / drift car. Hey there, / drift car garage. So with that being said, let's go ahead and head on over to the next garage. Which car shall we take? I think we should actually take the LG Retro. I don't remember driving it as much, like I said, but it is very nice. So let's go ahead and take it out of our auto shop garage. And where should we take it? Oh, that's nice undergo. I forgot about that's what I added. But where should we go next? I'm thinking, considering 4 garages, I don't think there's any up at the top, is there? No. So, right then, we've got 2 left. So, like I said, we'll leave the best till last, which means we're going to head on over to the apartment garage first. So, let's go ahead and head on over there, and head on over there in style. Here we are now at our apartment garage. So I don't remember what's in here. I think there's some cool stuff, but like I said, I can't remember exactly what, but we'll go ahead and find out real quickly. Right, so here we are, and wow, I completely forgot about quite a lot of these, and yeah, it's a very cool garage that we do have here. I'm definitely a big fan of all of the cars in here, but even though I don't drive quite a few of them, I still am a very big fan of them. So at the front here, we've got the Ocelot Virtue, which I can't remember if we got it for free or not, but isn't this off the what's it called, the Therapist, if I'm correct, but I can't remember too much. But anyway, yep, it's electric, so I don't really use it. And to be fair, not the biggest fan, but it still looks pretty cool though, not gonna lie. Here we have the Overfloyd Ineti MT, and it's basically a Koenigsegg, and yeah, it just looks good. Definitely use this quite a lot of the time, and I'm a very big fan of it, especially the full blacks out sort of spec as well. So very nice car that used quite a bit as well though. So for the next car we have the Trifade Nero, aka the Bugatti, and you can all see the colour, so pretty obvious why I've done that. But anyway, definitely a really big fan of this car. I definitely do use this quite a bit as well. Not the favourite car that I own, but definitely one that I do drive more often than some of the others. But overall, it's a very cool car that I do own. And here, right next to it, we have the Trifade Thrax, which I don't use nowhere as near as much as the Bugatti there, but it still looks pretty cool. Definitely a big fan of it, and there isn't really too much to complain about. Other than, oh yeah, the prices of all of the cars in GTA Online being insanely overpriced. But anyway, over here we have the Invertro Coquette D10. This is basically a Corvette C8, I believe it is. But definitely a big fan. This is what I started using more often. Quite a big fan of it, like I said. Looks really clean, and a very cool car to drive. So with that being said, let's go ahead and head on over to our F1 here, aka the Benefactor BR8, I mean. Considering it's an F1 car, I don't use it too much. It's just a bit of a flex, you know, saying you own an F1 car. But yeah, it looks nice here in the garage, but I don't take it out to drive, really. Not much point to. But it is a nice car though, nevertheless. Right then, here we have the Benefactor LM87. Not too sure what sort of Mercedes this is. I can't. Oh no, I do. Oh, I can't remember the name. But anyway, yeah. Don't use it too much. I am a big fan of it though. That it is a massive wing there though as well. But looks pretty cool though. Not gonna lie. But not one that I do drive too much either though. Here we have the Overfloyd Xeno. But yeah, pretty cool, black and green, big fan of it. I used to drive this a lot more than I do now, but ayo, it started to just rot away in the garage though, more as time goes on. But I am still a pretty big fan of it though, even though I don't drive it too much. Here we have the Vapid FMJ. Not too sure what car this is. I think it might be a Ford GT, I want to say, but not too sure. Do excuse me if I do get some of these car real names wrong, because there's no licensed cars in GTA. It is a bit harder to work it out. But anyway, yeah, don't drive it too much, but it does look pretty cool. Not too sure if I'm like the orange and like white or greyish rims, but it still looks pretty cool. And last but not least, in this garage we have the Benefactor Key. I want to say, definitely said that wrong, but yeah, looks pretty cool. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be the Mercedes AMG 1, I want to say, even though it does look quite a bit different. But anyway, yeah, pretty cool car. Once again, the orange and grey rims don't look too good, but I still am a very cool fan of it. But yeah, don't drive it too much. But with that being said, that is this garage all complete. So with that being said, let's go ahead and pick our next car, which I think we're gonna go ahead and go with the Overfloyd Ineti MT. So let's go ahead and jump into this and then head on over to the final garage. of course, is going to be the final garage, which there are multiple floors on. So, final garage / garages, but it's all built into one. So let's go ahead and take a short trip down the road, nearly crashing over to the final location. And here we are, just like that. So I believe the second floor is the best floor, so we're going to miss out on that until the last part of this tour. So first of all, let's go ahead and enter the first level, which I'm not too sure what is here. I'm not too sure if it's good. Oh, never mind, it is good. The second favourite floor then of this garage. So very cool. There are some very cool cars as well, like this one, which is the Pegasi Inverse Classic, which I won in the casino yet again. Which there's quite a few cars what I've won in the casino. I don't think this Albany Franklin was won in the casino, I don't think, but I can't remember too much, to be honest. I probably just bought this because I'd spend money. But anyway, here is the Anus Elegy RH8. Very cool car. I'm pretty sure this is just the GTA version of the Nissan GTR, but it looks pretty good nevertheless. Definitely a big fan of the paint job of it. I don't drive it too much, but it is a nice car to drive. Once again, we have the Albany Frankenstein. Don't use this one either too much, to be honest, but it is very cool though. Then here we have the Pegasi Inverse Classic. Definitely a very cool Lamborghini that this is in GTA. Don't use it as much as I used to. It sort of just died off. But it is a nice classic, more classical car, I'd say, that I do have in GTA, which is pretty good, not gonna lie. Right then, here we have the Ocelot Virtue, which I'm not too sure what car this is based off of. It looks... I can't tell if it's a Ferrari or a Lotus. I can't tell exactly too much. You'll have to let me know in the comments below. But I don't remember the last time I drove this car, to be honest. Not the biggest fan of it. But either way, though, it is a pretty cool looking car. Here we have the how do you say that? A Pipster Comet S2 Cabrio. This is essentially a Porsche Carrera, I'm pretty sure of. But very nice. I definitely did drive this quite a lot when I first bought this, I remember. Especially as it's a convertible, always got the top down. But a very nice car. I think I should have blacked out the rims, the alloys on this. But not gonna complain. I definitely still use this a fair amount. Very nice car to drive. And even though it's pink, it's very nice, to be honest. Here we have the Progen Italy GTB. Not a car I'm familiar with. Don't drive it too much. It's just a car to say that I've got. Even though I don't know what on earth it is. But I don't drive it though. But it is a cool looking car though. Either way. But like I said, not the biggest fan. Here we have the Versa Neo. I believe this is a Jaguar. I don't drive this around too much either, not the biggest fan. The interior is nice though, black and white. Not too sure why I decided to put grey alloys on and a blue paint job on. But yeah, pretty cool car though, even though I don't drive it though, which... Yeah, anyway, here we got the Progen Emirates, I think. This is supposed to be a McLaren Senna, I think. You'll have to double check me in the comments as well. But I used to drive this around quite a bit more than I used to as well. But it's still a cool looking car, even though I don't drive it as much as I used to. Here we have the Pifster Neon. I believe this is a Porsche... Oh, what's it called? Oh, I can't remember the name, but anyway, very nice looking car. I can't remember if this one's electric or not, similar to the actual Porsche, I think, which is. But I don't drive it too much as I used to, once again. A very common thing in this garage. I used to drive them and now I don't. but a very cool looking car. And last but not least on this floor, we got the infamous Oppressor Mark II. But yeah, definitely something I use quite a lot, probably one of my most used vehicles in the game, especially when I use missions. And that's this floor of the garage done. So let's go ahead and head on down to the next one. Head on over to the elevator, and we are missing out on level 2 because that will be the last level for today. So head on down to level number 3, which I have not got a clue what's down here. Never mind, that was the wrong level. You did not see anything then. So let's go ahead and go to level 2 then. That was an actual accident. I thought it was level 2, but yeah, anyway. Right then, here is level 2. So we have 4 things in here. Here we have a rare car, which you can't buy, I don't think. This is one that's found out on the streets, one of the rare ones, but it is the, I don't want to pronounce that, Uber, nah, I can't say that, but anyway, it is a very cool looking car. I can't really do too much other than store it in here, so considering that I took it off the street, but it is sort of like a rare car, let me know in the comments below if you think I do actually own it or not. But on with the next car, which is the car in Sultan RS Classic. Again, this is just a different version of it, a modified one. Definitely up there on the favourites for modified cars as well. Huge fan of it as well. Don't drive it too much as I used to though, but either way, a very cool car. And here we got a dirt bike, I'm not even going to pronounce that, and another bike, which I'm not going to pronounce either. So with that being said, let's go ahead and head on over to the next floor. Which is going to be floor number 4, which I have not got a clue what is in it, but we will find out very shortly. And oh yes, this floor, I forgot about this one. So this is more of like the luxury style floor, or at least the half of it is. So here we have 2 Enos Windsor drops. So I believe this is essentially a Rolls Royce. We have one in grey and one in brown. Definitely a big fan of it. Don't drive it as much as I used to either, but they're cool cars just sitting in the garage though as well. So here we have the Albany Cavalade XL, aka the Cadillac Escalade. Big fan of it when it first came out, except I did not make it look like this when it first came out. It was awful when I first modified it, but it looks a whole lot cleaner now. Love the livery on it, love everything about it. I'm a huge fan of the car as well. Definitely don't drive it as much as I used to either, but it's a nice one in the garage as well. Here we've got the Enos Jubilee, aka the Rolls Royce. What's it called? My mind's gone for cars today, but anyway, Cullinan. Yeah, that's it, I believe. Is it? I think it is. Anyway, yeah, definitely don't drive this one as much as I used to either, but it's a nice car to own, and yeah. Excuse me there. Anyway, yeah, nice car, and don't drive it much, but it is nice to actually own, unlike the one at the agency, which I don't know if I own or not. But yeah, next to it we've got the Gallivant Baller LE, aka Range Rover Sport, I want to say. Definitely nice one. Don't drive it as much as I used to either. A lot in common in this garage as well, but it looks really nice. I love the rims on it and the paint job. And yeah, it just looks like it's meant for business, you know, with how I've done it, I think. But next up we got another manufacturer Schafter V12. This one I don't use too much, again, I don't think. But yeah, it is a pretty nice Mercedes, though, not gonna lie. But over here we've got, I'm not sure if I'd call it luxury or not, but well, I guess in its time it might have been, but it is a cool looking classic, the Enos Stafford, which is very cool. And don't drive it as much as I used to as well, but a very nice car that we do own. Here we've got the Imponte Deluxo, aka the DeLorean, which I, again, don't use as much as I used to. I usually use the Oppressor Mark II more than this, but it's nice to just own, and if I want it, I could just go out and drive in it, you know. Here we've got a phone. Here we've got a police car, the Vapid and Marked Cruiser. Back when this came out, I used it so much, considering there's actually purchasable police cars in the game. But if you look it out, there's a whole lot more, and I'm pretty sure in total we need about 60 million to own every police car in the game, which we are not doing. Unless you want that to happen, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, don't use it as much as I used to, but a nice car to own. And here we've got the car in Kuruma, which everyone's first car, I think, to be honest. Definitely don't use this now that I've got tanks and more tanks and oppressors, you know. But yeah, big fan when it was my only car pretty much, but yeah, don't use it as much as I used to. But with that being said, let's go ahead and head on over to the next floor down. It's going to be basement level 5, which once again, no clue what is down here. I don't think it's filled up fully, but I guess we will find out. And oh yeah, we're not counting in any of these because these are just ones that I took off the street, so I don't own these. I don't know why they're in this garage. I need to get rid of them, but yeah, this bit was a bit pointless, so we're not going to go into detail with that. So last but not least, we have the best floor of the garage that I do own, so let's go ahead and head on up there. So here is my favourite garage slash floor of my full collection. So this is my opinion, you might have different, but I think this is definitely the coolest floor that I do own in all of my garages. So starting off at the front, we have the Vapid Dominator GT, aka the Ford Mustang, which is, or Shelby, I can't remember which one it's based off of, but it looks pretty good. I love the golden colour on it as well. I do drive this a bit, you know, when I'm just wanting to just cruise about, you know. This is sort of my cruiser, even though I do have a lot of those. But anyway, I'm a big fan of it though, nevertheless. Here we've got the Vafando Gauntlet Interceptor, which is my favourite police car now. I think unless there's the police cars in the game, which there probably is, but I just haven't checked yet, and we're not going to today. But a very cool looking police car though as well, definitely a big fan of it. Here we've got the Grotte Visionne, I want to say that's how you pronounce it, but no clue what car this is based off of, but it looks pretty cool. I don't think I've drove this either. which is interesting, but it looks cool. And yeah, it just looks really nice in the garage. Here we have possibly one of my favourite cars in GTA Online, which is the Grotti Turismo Omegio. I think that's how you pronounce it. This is definitely a Ferrari, but I'm not exactly too sure which one. But let me know in the comments below if you know. But huge fan of this. I love everything about it. The colour matches pretty good. I think I do need to change the rim colour though. This like lined sort of livery looks really cool on it as well, which I'm a big fan of. So this is the one I've driven probably the most as well in GTA Online. This is like my cruiser, my racer, my car just to be around, drive, do missions in and stuff. So yeah, one of my favourite cars in GTA, huge fan of it, and probably will stay that way for quite a while. Here we've got the Obey 10F wide body, aka the Audi R8. I think this might be one of the like specialer R8s, but I'm not exactly too sure. But it looks pretty good though. I'm a decent fan of the livery. I think it could be better, but I'm not going to complain too much, especially considering how much it was for this version of the car in GTA, because I'm pretty sure it's one of those, I can't remember the name of it. I haven't played GTA in a while, right? But anyway, yeah, pretty big fan of it though. Not gonna lie, don't drive it around as much as I used to, but I'm a big fan of it though, nevertheless. Here we've got another one of my favourite cars, the Trojan Tyrus. Yeah, very nice car. Nevertheless, did drive this around quite a lot back when I first bought it. Slowed down now though, but yeah, I love quite a lot about this. Love everything about it though. Nice car to have as well. Next up, we've got the Grotti X80 Proto. So, nice car once again. I don't drive it around too much. A huge wing on the back. Huge spoiler, I should say, which is pretty good. The rims look really nice as well, like that white outline. But yeah, I don't drive this around too much either though, not gonna lie. Oh, that's a nice detail, the suspension in it. Never noticed that until now. But yeah, I think it just looks a bit too long, you know. But yeah, it is a nice looking car, just don't drive it too much. Here we've got the Bravado Gauntlet Hellfire. So this is essentially the police Interceptor over there, just not police car modified. This is essentially a Dodge Hellcat, I want to say. Huge fan of it. This one does wheelies as well. But yeah, I used to drive this around quite a lot. It has slowed down more now, but either way, I'm a pretty big fan of it. Here we have the Rapid Dominator, which I'm pretty sure I bought this. I don't think it's off the street, but pretty cool Ford Mustang as well though. So, decent fan of it. I don't drive it though, to be honest, but yeah. And last but not least, out of our full car collection that I own, is the Emperor Vectra, which also used to be my favourite car. This is definitely one of my favourite modified cars, considering, yeah, it looks amazing. But yeah, I can't tell what it's based off of. For some reason, I think it's a Lexus, but it does also have the BMW M4 shape. But let me know in the comments as well. I've lost all my car knowledge today for some reason. I'm just tired. I'm recording this fairly late, but yeah, definitely one of my favourite modified cars that I do have. I used to drive this around so much, but yeah, I love everything about it. That little livery at the bottom, the colour really looks good on this, along with like the grey and black as well. So that was my full 2025/2024 car collection in GTA Online. Of course, this will continue to grow when GTA 6 comes out this year, next year. Let me know in the comments down below if you do want to see me do another car collection video just before it drops, so you can see what the final outcome is. But let's go ahead and take out this car, why not, the Grotti Turismo. And let's go ahead and drive it, take it out for a drive, And I think I know where. And that is by sending it off of the top of Mount Chiliad, because why not?